Hey guys, happy good morning. My name is Michael. It's been a while since I made a video like this. I haven't been having so much time lately. And editing videos take a lot of time, so it's been very difficult for me since I'm a production potter. I have a little time to be on my laptop working on videos actually. But today I've got a lot of time and I made some video yesterday. I wanna show it to you guys today. So it's all about making three pieces and joining them together on the pottery wheel to make one full piece. That's what I'm gonna show you guys today. So what you're seeing on the wheel is actually one of the pieces that I made yesterday. I'm just trying to fix this on the wheel, trim it well, and then I'm gonna fix another piece on top of this, and I'm gonna fix the two pieces on top of another. So there's gonna be three pieces fixed together to make one vase. Yeah, this is a very simple technique that I use often to make bigger pieces or taller pieces and even smaller pieces. It's a very easy and simple technique. Everybody can use it. If you can't throw one let's say a big lump of clay at once, you can use this technique by throwing pieces, several pieces, and joining them together to make one big piece. So enjoy the video and see how I'm gonna do the process. It's very easy. I'm very sure anybody that watches this video is gonna love it and it's gonna use this skill to make pottery production. Beginners, expert, everybody is gonna love this. So enjoy the video, guys. So this is the second piece actually. It's the neck. It's gonna be on top of it. Just putting it there to see how it fits. And now I'm removing the clay from the bottom because I made it separately, so it have a base. So I need to cut off the clay because I want a hole inside the vase. So just remove excess clay from there and make it lighter and smooth. What I'm doing now is cutting a hole into the piece because it's a vase, so I need to make sure there's a hole in there. Yeah, and also because I made this piece separately, so it has a base. The base is actually where I'm cutting the hole into, and I'm gonna fix a neck on that base. So this base is actually gonna be the neck. Yeah, just like I was saying. So I'm gonna fix this one on top, check the alignment, and then I'm gonna apply a clay slip. The clay slip is actually the adhesive that we use to fix two pieces together. It's very strong. It's just a clay in a slip form, the same clay that I'm using. You don't have to use a different clay slip to fix two different clay pieces. Actually, it's not advisable, but some people do it anyway. Yeah, if they all have same firing temperature, then that's okay. You just have different colors. So what I'm doing is called scoring. I'm using that metal tool to score the surfaces, to scratch the surfaces actually, and then I'm gonna apply a clay slip and fix the two pieces together. So just watch how I do it. And after applying the clay slip to the surfaces, you also need to score the surfaces again. You need to scratch them perfectly before you fix the two together. And so what I'm doing is scoring again. I'm gonna score the surface very well, the two surfaces, before I fix the two together. It's actually a very easy process. It just takes a little bit of time. Yeah, so I'm putting there the neck on top of it, spin it a little bit and see how it fits, checking the alignment. It doesn't have to be perfect anyway, because this is handmade. There's no way it's gonna be so perfect. It's gonna balance a little bit, that's fine, but just check it and make sure it's okay the way you like it. So that's what I'm doing. First to the first piece. So what I'm trying to do now is trim it, make it more neat and smooth. The tool I'm using is a trimming tool or tanning tool. You can call it trimming or tanning. In pottery we use tanning actually for trimming. So I'm just gonna remove excess clay from the neck and shape it very well, make it more smooth, and that's it. And the edge where I join the two pieces together, I'm gonna trim that place also down, make it look more beautiful and natural. So I'm using this smaller trimming tool to cut off the clay from there. It actually works very well. There are a lot of trimming tools in the market, perfect ones that you can use to do this beautiful work. So the piece is actually not that hard to trim. I made it the previous day, but I made it late. It was almost in the evening when I finished drawing, and I'm joining the pieces in the morning around 10 to 11 a.m. So it's not that hard. So I have to be very slow so that I don't damage it. Normally it have to be harder than this before I train, but I don't have much time. I'm not gonna be in the studio all day, so I need to finish this and go somewhere else. So if you wanna do this, you wanna join like 2 or 3 pieces together. After making the piece, just make sure they are hard enough to fix. Not too hard, not bone dry. It should be leather hard, but it should be a little harder, so it will be much more easier for you to do. So this is the third piece. This is the foot actually. Just checking the alignment. I'm gonna fix it on the wheel, trim it, and then I'm gonna put the 2 pieces that I joined together on top of this one to make a vase. That's exactly what I'm talking about. So I'm gonna join this together to make a very beautiful vase. So just like I did for the first two pieces, it's the same method I'm gonna use for the third one. I'm now applying a clay slip on the edge, and then I'm gonna score the edge. I'm gonna score it with my little knife. I'm gonna make sure the entire edge is well scored, and then I'm gonna put a clay slip on the other piece too and score it, and I'm gonna fix it together, and it will become one vase. So during this process, you have to make sure the pieces sit on each other perfectly. All the edges are sitting on each other perfectly. You have to check that. You have to take your time, turn it around and check everything. Then you use your fingers to put a little bit of pressure, press them together, make sure they are completely together. So what I'm doing now is trying to make them stick together. So I'm using the handle of my trimming tool. Actually, that's not a perfect tool to use, but that's what I have for the moment. So I'm using the handle of my trimming tool, dip it in water and smoothen the joint. So I need to trim a little bit. I need to make sure the edges that I join together doesn't show. So I have to trim the foot from the bottom to the top to the joints and make it disappear. But unfortunately, these pieces actually are very soft. They are not that dried enough to be fixed together, but because I don't have so much time and I'm not gonna come to the studio tomorrow, so I just want to finish it and then go away because I have so much work to do. So you can see at the joint, it looks a little bit I don't know how to describe it, but it's not smooth enough. It looks like it's not well joined together. So because of that, I've decided to make a design on the body. So I'm gonna just use the tool to make some lines on the entire body because I want the mark at the joint to disappear. So if I just do the line designs, it will disappear. This is not the design I wanted to do, but because of that line and the piece is not hard enough for me to spend so much time to make sure that line disappear, it might get damaged. So I have to be very creative and then just do another design to make that line in the middle disappear. So after this design, you're not gonna know that the pieces are joined together. You're not gonna see anything actually because that mark is gonna disappear. So That's exactly what I'm doing right now.